The Arawak Indians lived on a tiny island in the Caribbean, which they called Haiti, meaning land of mountains. In 1492, the Arawaks warmly greeted a fleet of Spanish ships, but the Spanish ships held a regiment of forceful settlers led by Christopher Columbus. Within 100 years of the coming of the Spaniards, the native Arawaks were nearly extinct. The island's location and fertile soil made Haiti a treasure sought after by European nations. Haitian products like cocoa, sugarcane, and coffee were in great demand. By the middle of the 17th century, Haiti was France's most vital overseas territory and remained so for the next 100 years. The French colonizers imported slaves from the west coast of Africa. The slave trade paved the way for a plunder of horrific proportions. To Christian leaders, an unspoiled religious marketplace opened. For the enslaved Africans, a strong spiritual culture of worship was their way to hold on to their ancestral convictions. Forced together, the slaves commingled their traditions, which had existed in their homelands, in attempts to unify their struggle. The result was voodoo, or voodoo, and it became not only a religion, but an act of rebellion. The enslaved Africans' desire for freedom began to whisper through the plantations. A slave rebellion led by Haiti's founding fathers, General Toussaint de Louverture, Jean-Jacques Dessalines, and Henri Christophe, led to a 13-year war for liberation. Haiti became the first black independent nation in the world in 1804. Haitians stripped the white farm owners of their plantations and tore the white stripe from the heart of the French flag, giving birth to the Haitian flag. Freed Africans having their own state in the New World was an embarrassment and a threat to slave-holding nations. They wanted to see Haiti fail, so that would discourage similar revolutions in their own land. Haiti was purposely isolated from the world view. Inner conflict between the new class systems created through slavery was heightened as its economy was already suffocated by international embargoes. Voodoo remained a shared faith and cultural identifier, but voodoo, like Haiti's independence, became a targeted subject of ridicule and fear. The economic hardships of today give voodoo a stronghold on the Haitian, providing a spiritual source of hope and making sense of immense inequalities and suffering. However, medicinal herbs used by the voodoo priests are not enough to treat infectious diseases. Decades of embargoes on Haiti, coupled with the enduring psychological impact of slavery, have kept the Haitian people in a different kind of bondage.
This is Sanson's home. Scraps of wood, palm fronds, and newspapers are pieced together to shelter his family from the harsh rain and scorching sun. Sanson and his family are poor people living in rural Haiti in a town called Tamonde in the Plateau Central. With one doctor for every 10,000 people, basic health care is a luxury. Sanson and his wife have 6 children. Sanson's wife, Charitable, has fallen ill. She was lethargic and unable to care for her children. Lying on her cot in her small home, Charitable was scared and confused as to why her fragile body was failing her. All the while, with each cough and strained breath, she unknowingly released the bacteria that would invade the lungs and soon the entire body of her husband and 6 children. Tuberculosis.
This program is brought to you by Link TV for educational and non-commercial use only. Link TV is the only U.S. network dedicated to global and national news, uncompromising documentaries, and diverse cultural programs. Programs that connect you to the world.